Hello, good morning. I'm back. Good to see you, James. Good morning. And I see that James has every reason to be happy today. Congratulations. And so I guess, oh, Loretta is here. Sorry. I was like, oh, Loretta, good morning. So good to see you. Hello, hello. Another reason to celebrate, I would say. So, James, I guess did you just watch the game because it's still Sunday for you? But yeah, congratulations. Um, I'm back to sleeping during the day. I was like, when you didn't come to the streams, I was like, I was a bit sad, but I also thought, yeah, she's just back to a good sleeping schedule, sleeping during the during the night, not the day. So yeah, but still, like I said, I'm very, very happy to see you here, Loretta. We missed you, definitely. Yeah, and how have you been? What is going on currently? What are your projects? What are you doing? Yeah, we have been sick, and my girls are already back to school. Only my son is still here, but he shall be going to school tomorrow again. So he just has one more day to relax. So I hope we will be back to normal tomorrow by the latest. Yeah. So we had I actually enjoyed the time we had. Okay, they were sick, but not, they were getting better already. So during the weekend, and so we had a quiet time, nice quiet time the last days. And yeah, mm, James is glad to see you here. Sorry about the sleep deprivation. Yeah, that's the thing with my streams. When people are here regularly from the US, it's like, you're either on night shifts or you have problems with your sleeping schedule. Mm, yeah, I yesterday I did some fun things with Author and Sophie and Nina Natasha. We had a little chat group on Instagram and we're sprinting there. So we also did some writing yesterday. Although I cheated, the others tried to reach 10K with writing, and I used the time to transcribe some more of my journals from 2019 it was. And the funny thing is, what I read there is almost exactly word to word what I just wrote the last days. I was then working on my first novel towards probably at the same stage, and now I'm working on the beach house to finish it, and the same doubts and fears I wrote down, like I will never be able to finish this. So it was kind of funny to read that and think like I haven't changed a bit in 3 years. It feels like, yeah. For 3 short weeks, I thought I could be a day walker. How? Mm, I wonder, how did you feel, in comparison to the times when you are up at night? Your general mood is was it better? Did you feel more energized and productive? So I think it's important to keep track of how you feel when you live differently. Yeah. Nightlife is addictive for and of course, yeah, probably Loretta missed the friends on the night shift. Yeah, I would think so too. Yeah. So yeah, try to find your way back to, not that I don't want you on my streams, but maybe find a way to come back to the night sleep, day walker habits. But I still felt like I was missing out on something. Probably the streams. So you're letting your body decide. Yeah. and it's fall. Honestly, I want to sleep all day and night currently, but probably I'm still not full healthy again. But I wasn't really that sick, I have to say. Like my eldest daughter, she was really all over the place. I'm, but sometimes you just feel worse than usual, lower energy, and I will go to yoga tonight. So I hope that this will bring me back. I also feel a bit stiff and don't want to go to bed about this. Let's talk about our tarot card, the Four of Earth, Four of Coins, Pentacles. And you see, it's a real fall card, perfect for the season, autumn. And yeah, I also see gifts we are getting from nature. And I thought we sometimes need a change in perspective to, yeah, be and to be grateful to come back to a better mood. For instance, with our projects, like I said, I struggle a bit with my novel right now, probably because I'm getting closer towards the end of finishing, really finishing it, and the fears get worse, and I feel like I cannot move forward. And then I thought I just need to change my perspective. I mean, I've come so far, it's just so little, not that much to do anymore to finish it actually, and to, yeah, try to kind of pump up myself again for this novel. And yeah, sometimes you just need a little break, a little rest, and then you can come back to it. But don't give up now. I mean, like, what should I do? Stop working with this novel and never look at it again now that I've come so far? No, of course not. James, I like cool weather. I actually feel more alert now that summer heat is winding down. Yeah, actually, yeah, usually, or it's the same for me when it's getting cooler, I get more energy back. Summer is, and more creative. I also get more creative again. So I'm tired today because it's also raining and it's so dark. Yeah. James, Four of Earth, or coins, gatherings of energy and resources. A bit of a dark side. It can be the card of a miser. And a good card for harvesting. Yeah, and that's what I think. Harvesting rewards. We've come so far. We should not give up now. Definitely. Every one of us. Like, what does give up even mean? But for me, it would mean like never look at my novel again, or like I will look at it again next year. No. Then I would probably have to go through the same process again of fear and doubt coming up. So I have to work through this now, and then I can finish it. It's so dark. Welcome to our world. Yeah. Why am I complaining? Yeah. I had a good night's sleep. I have my friends here I can chat with. And my daughter made great, nice timer possible for us again. This time, this is from my eldest daughter, a drawing. You will see it soon. It's still black screen. So, 20-minute warm-up sprint. Enjoy. Have fun. Okie dokie. End of sprint number 1. How did everybody do? I made myself a cup of coffee. I usually try to not drink coffee because I feel it spikes up my anxiety or whatever, or I get more nervous and in general. But today I'm feeling so tired. I said, if I want to get something done or get into a better mood, I need some coffee. So I made some coffee, feel better already, because I also jumped right into the work for my manuscript with my characters. Just I developed a better character sheet during the last days of, where's my book? I don't know where it is. I put it somewhere on the base of the, oh, here it is, getting into character book. Just because usually when I'm trying to get to know my characters better and their traits and mannerisms, I write a lot of stuff like journaling style, free writing style, and with a character sheet, I can bring this into more of an order, and it's a really good reminder. You just have to open it again and think, and then you see again, oh yeah, their deepest desire is this and that, and that's why they're doing this and that. So it brings just a bit more order. Oh, Savio's here. Hello. Cookie King has entered the chat. How have you been since the uh, Cookie Civil War write-a-thon? You were so tired on my stream. Yes, during my stream, I think you fell asleep, which is totally fine. I hope you had some time to rest. I'm guessing that it was the hardest weekend of your life, probably. I don't know. But it was so much fun. So, yeah, I hope you're doing great. And I'm guessing you're also up early for church, probably, because when you've been at my streams, you usually were getting ready for your church stream. James Caffeine is live. Yeah. It's been 4 hours since my last cup for the day. I'm going to keep my resolution. I'm going to keep my resolution. I'm going to keep my resolution. Yeah. I think usually it's no problem for me to not drink coffee. So, and coffee is not that bad when you really need something like I this morning to just give you a push so that you are really not just going back to bed or feeling miserable the rest of the day. That's okay. I think we always have to kind of keep the balance, but not to say that it's really, really good that you are not drinking coffee, because for your body and your heart is probably way healthier. I just sometimes think I'm so strict with myself. I tend to be very controlling with myself that I'm making my life harder than it actually should be. I don't know, that's always the problem. What is still good and healthy, and which behavior is maybe, yeah, really bad for yourself? That's, I struggle with this sometimes. Hello, Your Majesty. Yes, the Cookie King. Mm, I'm doing fine. And no church today. Just got up earlier than normally to write and a little schoolwork. Okay. So I'm happy to provide you with some sprints to help you with that. Everything I can do for you, Savior. I always say Savior, like the French pronunciation. I'm not sure if I have to say Savior or Savian, because I know some people pronounce it like that. So let me know if the French pronunciation or the American probably is better. I don't know. I struggle with names here. Loretta, I spent the spring filling out a spreadsheet for all the books I've read so far this year. That's interesting. In real life, James made one for me to have end of the year stats more easily. Oh, that's awesome. This would be something you could also share with us. Or on Instagram, like which books you've read, show the oh, not the sprint. I was like, Oh, Loretta wants to sprint now? No, but now I get it. Elite and I being too hard on themselves, too control. Yeah, at least I am aware of it, but still, it's yeah, yeah. I struggle with that a lot. So let's just jump into another sprint. Mm, which timer? Okay, I shuffle my playlist. That's why I try to surprise myself with which timer we will use next. So it's the flower blossom timer that we are going to use next. I struggle so much. Either is fine. Both are my name. So you're doing better than most to say my name. Okay. Uh, okay. So Savion. It's what I usually say because I love it pronounced like that. So I will continue doing that until you tell me otherwise. Okay. Oh, I have to share the screen. I don't. Yeah, here it is. Do it like that. Enjoy the next 25 minutes. Have fun. Okay. Yay. That's the end of sprint number 2 already. Oh, let me go here and stop that. And how did everybody do? I continued working on my characters. It was actually, yeah, I'm feeling so much better already. I just need to jump into the work to gain back some momentum or the feeling of having the control over everything and that it's not as bad as I'm imagining it in my head, you know. And I really have to say, what I love about mm, this novel again, I always get such a deep connection to my characters that I really like everyone in my story, except maybe, but I didn't look as deep at him yet. There is someone who gets murdered in the beginning of the story, and actually, this is the only character I feel like I don't like him, but we'll see. Maybe I will also have a deeper look at him as well to, yeah, maybe. I mean, it's pretty clear why he gets murdered. We'll see. Maybe I just leave him as this bad person. I don't have to really know more about him because he dies right in the beginning. So we'll see. But he had a relationship with one of my characters, you know. So, and this character is actually quite a good person, and I'm wondering how they got together in the first place, you know. So maybe I should still look at that. I mean, there has to be something about this person that was, yeah, lovable. Otherwise, they wouldn't have come together at some point. So, yeah, those are the questions I'm asking myself, and probably I'm doing way too much. I don't know, but like I said, I felt my novel wasn't good enough yet. There were some characters that I felt like were just on the surface, and then it gets boring. I think that's what makes a novel rich, when you really have good characters that you can relate to and that you can imagine that. So, and what I struggle with the most is, that's probably typical for me, that with the details, like I know what their desires are, what they want, their psychology, but I struggle with showing it in their those little details, like their mannerisms and like really, yeah, real life stuff. I don't know. Cannot explain it to you. Like people have those little, someone would always touch their glasses or something like that, but I struggle with finding good examples for that, you know. I don't know. Doesn't matter. And I also had a very interesting conversation with James. Oh, and Mark is here. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. So, first, let's say good morning to Mark. It's good that you're here. I hope you're having a great Monday morning. I'm already having a good Monday morning now. I'm so happy that I'm streaming. This always helps me get into a better mood. Like, it's really so helpful to chat with all of you. And I had a great conversation with James about Enneagram types. Again, I'm sorry for those who are not interested in those things, but I really love to try to figure out myself. Like, I'm trying to figure out my characters. And something funny I read here, that's why I was. James shared, oh yeah, mostly in contrast to a friend at work who is a type 8 and is definitely all in on coping through raw emotional reactions. And now I'm really wondering how your colleague is, like, has he anger explosions, you know, raw emotional reactions? It's like, I can imagine a lot of things happening with your colleague now. And yeah, maybe you can tell a bit more. want, want to know. Maybe there are some funny stories. I don't know. I'm imagining a funny person. Mm. Oh yeah, here. My friend's case study could be a master's thesis in psychology. See? you know your characters on an eye level. Yeah, hard for you to connect it to. Yes, exactly. Now you again have the perfect, you can explain what I wanted to say. I struggle with the SE thing. What are they doing in real life that shows their inner life, And I want to find cool things that it gets clear for the reader so that I don't have to explain it to them in words that's boring. I want, yeah, the characters to show it themselves, and that's what I'm struggling with. And but I will probably, hopefully, get some ideas soon. James, you say I'm cynical. I say I'm realistic. Oh, that's about the Enneagram again. Yeah. Mm, yeah. I always thought I'm pessimistic, though, in comparison to my husband, for instance. I think I talked about this before. First, I want to say hi, Violet. Sorry. Hello, hello, welcome. So, in but in my first reactions, that's the difference we have. My husband is very always positive about people, about things we can do, and he's always very positive. While I'm like, in my first reaction, I'm negative. I don't want to do it. So I'm usually my first reaction is overwhelmed when we want to change things in our schedule, for instance, stuff like that. I'm not spontaneous. And when we are with the kids and we're out and about, I'm always this negative or pessimistic in what could happen. I'm always imagining them drowning or, the worst things when we are like doing adventurous stuff, which my husband loves. And I'm like, no, I will be scared all the time that something happens to the kids. I always want to stay home with them where they are safe, kind of. So, in this regard, I'm not very positive, I have to say. But still, I, it's true, like James said, it's a kind of a coping mechanism, finding strength in nurturing optimism. Still, this might be true for me in the sense that I, like, for instance, now with my novel, when I struggle, I still always try to come back to the positive, like I've come so far now, cannot stop now, I can do this, maybe. So there are different levels of pessimism and optimism. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure myself out. See, nines in stress go to the six, which is anxious, definitely, and skeptical. Oh yes, being a mom is just definitely. I think that's a typical thing for a mom. They just want their kids to survive. So probably that's just a very basic thing that happens to moms and dads probably, but I think moms especially. I think in general, of course, dads are more relaxed about their kids going round and about, while moms tend to be more stressed out about stuff happening then. And I think moms are responsible for the fact that we still are here, humans. I don't know. It's just my little theory, but yeah. Okay, let's jump into another sprint. Yay! And I already have a timer up for our 40-minute sprint. So enjoy, have fun, like I do have fun. Okie dokie. Sprint number 3 is over. How did everybody do? I envy Loretta, who read this year already 87 books. Oh my god. I just finished reading book number 87 for the year. Are you actually on Goodreads? I don't remember. And what is this other platform called? I am on Goodreads, but I didn't log in any books anymore. But also my sister is there. I told her about Goodreads, so she logs in all the books she read there. And on Goodreads, you also can do a yearly challenge, like towards the beginning of a year, you can say, I want to read like 100 books this year, I don't know, or 25 or whatever. And so you can keep track of that. What is the other platform called? There's a newer and maybe even better one I looked into, but I don't remember the website name yet. Maybe I. So yeah, just in case you enjoy keeping track of what you're reading. And what I also like to do on Goodreads is after I've read a book, go there and read the reviews. You can also write little reviews. You don't have to, of course, of the books you've read. And sometimes when I hate a book, I love to go there and find other comments and feel like, yeah, it's so true, it's so bad. Or sometimes there are books out there that people love and I don't love. So, so yeah, and it's no surprise to me that both James and Loretta were the kids in school that won the reading award every year. Yeah, I think I outread all other kids. It's no surprise for me. No surprise. My sixth grade teacher actually shamed me for it. What? Why? She was a jock and thought kids were supposed to be outside playing all summer. That's a joke. I just thought of Neil Gaiman. Where is it? I don't find the book. I'm also reading. Oh, here it is. Neil Gaiman's essays here, and in one of those essays, those are also some speeches he held. He also talks about that he was the kid who loved to hang out in libraries during summer vacation. So his parents went to work and they kind of dropped him off at the library where he stayed all day. So instead of going to some other place with kids, he was sitting in the library all the time and reading and getting lost there and reading through first the kids section and then starting to read more adult books. I don't know. So yeah, I was thinking this is awesome, and I still love to go to the library. Although I feel when I was a teenager, the libraries were more cozy. Nowadays they are so modern and not as cozy. They remind me more of at least the libraries here in the city, because some years ago the library still was in one of those old villas, where when you walked over the floor, the wood was creaking and it was like so cozy there, and I love to go there, and it was really cramped full with books. But now they have built a new house, a new building for the library, and it's all modern, and I mean it's still great. You can even go there on Sundays now, so I love that. They have new opening times, but it's not as cozy anymore. It's more like you're at university, at the university library, and yeah. But still, I don't want to complain. Last time ever, yeah. What a stupid teacher. How can you? Yeah, some people aren't worth even thinking about them anymore. Mark, I had some years as a teenager in which I read a lot of books. Somehow I fell out of it. Yeah, I also have the feeling I read a lot of books as a teenager. I felt kind of out of it when I became a student. okay, I had to read more like different kinds of texts. And then when I became a parent, I started to read a lot again when I had little babies because I could lie in bed all day with baby and read. This was fun. And then I think nowadays it's so easy. Like for instance, James said he watches all those cool YouTube videos. It's a different kind of thing. You watch more stuff than you read, maybe. Reading is more slower and takes a lot of more time. But I love that about reading. I try to read first and only then later watch something. I really try to get back to reading because I feel it's slower but more in depth and yeah, just better mentally for me to read, prefer reading. So I can only recommend to try get back to reading. That's what I try. It's hard. Like I said, nowadays there's so many distractions. You can just quickly go to YouTube or Twitter or anything else, or watch a TV show instead of reading. So, but I try to think of Loretta now and my sister, those avid readers. Loretta, I was lucky that I was praised for it. But believe it or not, as a teacher, my co-workers and principal were bad to put me down for it. Tut, tut, tut. I don't understand that. Reading is the best thing you can do. It's good for your brain. They thought I was snobby because I would rather read at home than go out to the bar or the football games with them on the weekend. Really, I had just already done the party thing, old and tired. Yes, I would. Yeah. Hmm. That's maybe also the introvert extrovert thing. And these are actually underrepresented in education. Your experience is part of the reason why. Hmm. But I guess I was snobby because, to be honest, I found them pretty, yeah, shallow and boring. Yeah, that's probably the reason why you didn't enjoy going out. So, yeah, I didn't know that. I assumed that I would have been among my peoples. Yeah, I would have thought so too. But nay, nay. Maybe NTs are more in, not in education, but in academics and stuff. But probably James will tell us. I outgrew the party thing after my first semester in college. Made most peers a lot less interesting. I have to admit, I didn't outgrow the party thing in college. But after, yeah, after college, I also, yeah. Mm. We'll see. Loretta liked to party until my mid-30s, but partying to me meant going out with my solid small group of friends or drinking at home. For queer kids, the drag scene was important to stay active in. Yeah. So the connections you got when you when partying. Yeah, I also nowadays I don't enjoy partying at all, I have to say. But I was different in my 20s, definitely. Now I'm back to books. Or I want to go back to books more, even more. So, okay, I love that. Um, yeah, our last sprint is awaiting. I will look for a timer that isn't too short, but also I cannot afford a 25-minute time because I have to go get groceries so that I can feed my son. How about, yeah, we just shorten this one to, let's say, 15 minutes. Yeah, 15 minutes. It's a great time to end my stream. But no, I can use the cookie timer. It's 16 minutes. Why not use this one and have some fun? So here we go. I will write my grocery list now so that I can immediately run to the grocery store to get food for my son. Enjoy. Maybe I will get cookies too. Okie dokie. That was the last one of the day. And yeah, I actually like what Loretta said here. I do, because I talked about that I struggle with listening to audiobooks, non-fiction audiobooks, because I always lose thread and then it's difficult to go back, you know. Usually I'm trying to listen to something while I do something. I cannot sit still. And actually, it's a good idea because Loretta said that when she listens to fiction on audio, she tries to pair it with art journaling or playing solitaire on her phone. So yeah, maybe I could give this a try as well because I think it's hard for me to focus really on listening without doing something else. And maybe if I can do something like lettering or stuff like that, it would be easier for me. Yeah, I will give this a try. So thank you all very much for the nice discussions we had today. I learned a lot again, also about myself with the Enneagram stuff. I have this book from the library, but it's not, yeah, it's not very in depth. It's just, yeah. So I thought I asked James a question and I already got a great answer. And we'll think about it a bit more. But first, I have to go grocery shopping to get my son something to eat. So have a great rest of the day. Thank you very much, everyone. I will be back tomorrow. Already looking forward to it. Bye bye.